Hey everybody, just landed in Frankfurt,
Guten
Germany.
Tag.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Gerade am Flughafen in Frankfurt gelandet. Vielleicht mache ich ein Selfie.
Schneider, Schnitzel, Schneider.
So,
Zack Snyder, DC.
Zack Snyder.
oh jeez, only not even a minute in, already a Marvel slash DC
Is that the
reference.
Nickelodeon guy?
Oh my god.
Nickelodeon Western
That's the guy
anime.
who made Rick and Morty, isn't it?
No, isn't that the guy
Oh
who likes
my
speed?
goodness.
Dan Harmon.
Can we just talk about
Nah.
Nickelodeon girls?
That's Quentin Tarantino. Ooh, hold on to that,
Ooh.
I. That was a good one, I. Hold on to
Nickelodeon
that.
girls.
Before we keep going with whatever we're saying right now, I just want to remind people real quick that you are indeed listening to the Pink Boys Crypto Cast, and I did just indeed land in Germany, so Guten Tag. And I want to say, how's everyone's week been going so far?
Well, it's better now because my portfolio is a little bit up.
Yes, it is. Everyone's are a little bit.
And yeah, man, like Bitcoin is going to 50K.
Oh wow, I remember when that used to be not that big of a deal. Tyson, how are you doing?
Wait, Adam's bullish? Fuck, I think it's time to sell.
Yeah, I think it might be time. To
How was how was the festival?
Oh, it was fucking sick. It was like in the Grampians, which is like a fucking mountain range.
Yeah, heaps of cute guys there.
Oh, plenty. What,
Yes,
and what was his name, Tyson? Is that what you're about to
Yeah.
say? Is that what you're about to say?
I think that's your catchphrase.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I guess someone out there needs to stay young for all of us and do all those things. Even though when I was young, I didn't do stuff that stupid, but whatever. I hope it was fun.
Well,
Actually, I guess they didn't have stuff like that when I was your age. Coachella was just getting
they had like
started.
Woodstock and shit, didn't
Can I
they?
just say, if
All
you're
right,
going to
I'm
a
not that
festival,
old.
can I just say, if you're going to a music festival, where the songs don't have any words, that's kind of cringe.
Well, do you listen to the lyrics?
Well, like,
Dream
yeah.
on,
Yeah.
dream
Yes.
on. Does that speak to you?
And I would walk 500 miles.
100
Is that what
miles
you
and
mean?
I would walk 500
All right, well, we'll-
wait, so you talk about
Go ahead.
EDM then, no lyrics and stuff, because that's huge in the UK.
Techno.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cringe.
Yeah, in the
Like, no,
UK
it's
we've
fucking
got
sick.
proper lads, like, just zonking out.
I went to a
That
party
kind of
last
stuff.
night and they were playing a bunch of UK drum and bass, which was fun.
All right, you know what?
I
I'll have to
hate
take-
house music, though. That
I'll
shit
have to take
sounds
a
horrible.
step back. I'll say that that does sound cool. UK drum and bass. That does sound
Yeah,
cool.
it
I
is
like
cool,
the sound of
right?
that. Yeah. You'll have to post me a
it's
link to
cool.
one of them.
Oh, I have a video
It's
of me
cool,
there
but
last
the
night.
scenes are extremely degenerate.
Okay. Oh wow. All right, we're going the trad direction here. All right. Well, before we we'll get into some girls that Tyson want to walk 500 miles for and 500 more.
Hell yeah.
That you may or may
Probably
not have
took
seen.
500 miles worth in them.
Yeah, of something going up somewhere. Actually, I had a conversation. You know, I'm holding on to a lot of things right now. You know, I love how the latter half of this podcast is basically a therapy session, and then it's just it's like a Trojan horse. We like front end with crypto, and then back end with just our mom issues
the last
and
episode
woman
was pretty
problems.
much a therapy session. We were just like talking
That
about
last
fucking childhood.
episode was a fucking
Yeah,
banger. Albeit it was recorded ages ago and the upload schedule still isn't. It's my.
Yeah, well, we'll be doing something about that. I have a few words to say to the person who does those uploads, and let's just say I got a plane ticket from Frankfurt, and I'll be paying him a visit. So.
Let's just say we're bringing someone else on the team. We're bringing someone else on the team to solve that problem.
I'm putting together a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moya's gone to Frankfurt to learn from the best where it all began.
Yeah, exactly. The Frankfurt School.
Yeah.
I don't believe you are in Frankfurt. Send me a picture.
I will send you a picture of me standing next to a Lufthansa airplane with a black
It's
turtleneck sweater on.
Lufthansa.
Sorry, Nintendo. all right. Let's. I'll land this plane right now, conversation
With
wise.
no survivors.
New York,
And I'll-
hopefully.
I'll give it to you straight right now. Guys, all cards on the table. This is your defining moment, and I'll start with Tyson. Bitcoin looks like it's actually doing things that we should be paying attention to. To me, I'm not taking it seriously. It still feels like a dead cat bounce, but our traditional markets seem to be in a rebound. So, Bitcoin's around 42K right now, which to me is surprising. I thought we would still be around 39, 38K on our way down to 27K. And it's not going in that direction currently. So where's it at? Where's it going? And what is it held that we should be paying attention to?
So, if you lucky bastards were checking my trades channel in the Discord, you would have seen that I longed it at 39k, and I'm targeting the yearly open at 45k.
He thinks it's based by like, I put my trades on my trade channel, and then I delete the ones that don't work, so I have 100% hit rate, guys.
I've never deleted any trades at all.
He's never deleted any
I
trades.
know.
Fucking idiot. Fucking retard.
Adam sounds insanely jealous, but that's okay. He's got a cool social life.
No,
It's
I would
either
rather
you're
have
good
some
at
crypto.
It's either you're good at charting and being a loser like Tyson, or you go to your stupid music festivals and hang out with Indian people. I don't know what the fuck you do out there. So,
I am the Indian person.
oh god, oh then that's terrible. Tyson, keep
Imagine
going.
the smell.
What were you saying? All right.
Oh my!
I didn't say
Half
that.
Australian too, so like the
Well,
other half is spiders.
You just called out 30 people that could edit this episode, Tyson. But keep going. What did you say in your channel that I'm sure you didn't delete when you got wrong?
So we bounced off the trend line, the daily at fucking 37, and we just kept continuing onwards. I thought we were gonna stop at 39, but it kept going on, so I longed at 39. And we're breaking the range right now. Actually, the daily range. The range high is 42k, and if we close the daily above it, which ends in like 11 minutes from now, we're probably going to go to the yearly open at 45.
Okay, so what I'd like you to do is leave your Binance open or whatever, and when we hit that 11 minutes, can you let us know? And we'll see where we're at. I think it's fun. We'll have a live reaction. We'll have a reaction cam, of me doing like my giant mouth open, ready to receive a Tyson load.
Resistance is at 43.7k.
Also something interesting. ETH BTC is fucking outperforming Bitcoin.
ETH BBC.
So on this bounce, it could be sick. It could be more worthwhile to long alts instead of Bitcoin.
Really? You know what? Are we, I hate to use the term, but are we returning to tradition? Bitcoin spikes, then alt spike, Bitcoin spikes, then alt spike? Or is that what we got going on now? Because I got a good feeling about alts. I actually do have a decent feeling about alts right now if Bitcoin keeps behaving the way it is. So, I don't know.
I fucking hope so. I bought a shitload of Solana, AVAX, and Cadena.
Oh,
Cadena.
sister, really?
Yeah, wow.
Oh my goodness, Babena, wasn't that around $6?
Yeah, I bought 630.
Okay, all right, then that might be a good move to make because that hit around like $27 in its heyday during the giant pump last May, which I guess we're reaching the graduation of, or maybe it was March actually. I can't remember how early in the season it was. It was so long
and I
ago.
bought another redacted coin, Zcash.
Oh my god.
All right,
That's a
he
fucking
did.
blast from the past. What the fuck?
That's a little bit of a throwback. My boy went on a shopping spree last night. Jeez, did you get your tax
Yeah.
return or something? No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. Like you'll ever get one of those, literally ever. But all right, yeah, that's fair enough. Adam, since you've consulted the mountain oracles of shitty EDM, have they given you any information on where you think the market is going that doesn't involve just waiting and getting old? Or
I hate it here. Everything I've bought has gone down to dust. Remember Pocket?
Oh, yeah, you should have let that. I told you on this show while we were recording, I got rid of Pocket. Where were you? Where were you?
Oh, another episode that you recorded an hour early before I woke up and didn't tell me.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Well, you still had an hour.
Guys,
you
the fucking Zcash Bitcoin chart looks so fucking good right now.
Yeah, but I mean, what's the catalyst? Like, the link charts looked good a million times, and then what does that do? Like just because the Zcash chart looks good.
But
Zcash, Z
I'm
money.
I'm just a fucking monkey, right? I see good chart, I press the green button.
Return to Tyson tradition. All right, that's fair enough. Do you think Bitcoin's action has anything to do with what's going on in traditional markets, or?
I have no fucking idea. I've been zoned out this entire week. I had a pretty interesting week.
All right.
Two weeks
Well,
of shit.
we'll have to move on to that at some point. Do you have anything to throw in there or?
I think this pump is going to be short-lived, to be honest.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. In a very stale, stern, dry British way, he just says it'll be short-lived, and that's that.
It's
So-
the suckers rally.
You know, I thought
It
as
will
well.
fail like all the others.
I thought that as well, but then I looked in Twitter and a lot of fucking like
Oh, great, yeah,
retards.
Twitter. Yeah, that's going to change.
A lot of
minds.
retards were calling for like sub 30k. So, it really makes you think.
Counter signal.
Yeah.
So 30K, I just think just going to crab a bit more.
Absolutely a counter signal. And people seem to. I actually got laughed at in the bar. Something came up. Some guy. He's one of those classic old guys at a bar who just wouldn't shut the fuck up about himself. And we actually worked.
I could have made pro NFL if I hadn't done my knee when I was a kid.
Played college ball, you know.
He was like that, except professionally. He was like, I helped build this condominium when I was in my 30s and blah, blah, blah. And now I'm a millionaire. Like telling me all this stuff. Like I really give a shit. And something came up about the Federal Reserve and Powell or something like that. And I was like, yeah, I think they're going to raise rates or something or other. And I was like, but nothing will be as bad as 08, 09. It certainly won't be worse than that. And for some reason, some like psychokinetic boomer energy was like telepathically transmitted across the bar, and like 10 boomers all started laughing at me at the same time, like pointing and laughing like, oh, he thinks it won't be as bad as 08 and 09. And I'm just sitting there like kind of like coiled up, but I think I'm right. I don't think there'll be a crash as bad as 08, 09 coming.
You know that meme of like those girls like laughing at Anon? That's what happened to you.
What, like The Simpsons, where it's like, go ahead and say the line, and then he says it, and they all laugh at it?
Yeah.
Go ahead, say the line. It's not going to be as bad as 08, 09. That's basically what it was. But I really, truly don't think it will be. But the guy was doing the whole, like, varsity jacket shtick about, I could have done this, and I could have done that. And
You could push a button and kill everyone in that room. Would you press it?
No, they were all very nice guys. But just the guy that was directly next to me, I would love to kill him. That would have been great.
God, yes.
So just him, they need just a button under the table you can just press in case of emergency. And it just,
Unironically, like probably like 15% of the population needs to be like.
Okay, then.
No, all right.
Jesus Christ.
Tyson, you might get your chance if we do actually run into World War III, but that's looking less and less likely. Zelensky's running out of photo opportunities. Putin's engaging in peace talks. You know what? Actually, I'll hold on to it real quick. You didn't have anything to say about Bitcoin or no? Or overall markets? You just said it's a sucker's rally and what, we're going to go down to like 20K or what?
I don't know about 20K. I just think we're just going to crap and snip until spring, I guess.
And then we'll bloom into a beautiful
It's a new
crypto
dawn.
flower.
And then whatever happens. God takes the wheel, and I don't know. Consult your local pastor. I don't know.
Oh.
He'll help you out.
I don't know why I liked hearing that.
Ask the Lord what he thinks of Bitcoin.
That's not what Bitcoin you can do for Bitcoin, but what Bitcoin can do.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I think it's the reverse of that, and that's JFK. So it has nothing to do with religion.
That was Nixon, wasn't it?
I don't know. We'll have to do a Pink
No,
Boys
that
fact
was
check.
Reagan. That was Reagan about the Berlin Wall, I think. No, that was JFK.
No,
That
it was JFK.
That was
Reagan
JFK.
said, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down
We
this
choose to go to the moon.
Yeah, not
Wait.
'cause it
We
was
choose
easy.
to go to the moon in this decade, not because it is easy, but because it is hard.
Wait, was it Reagan? That wasn't Reagan, was it?
No, that was JFK.
Oh
I
my
am
God.
just,
No, that was
I'm just
Nixon. I'm sure it was.
Tyson, you live literally on the other side of the fucking planet. At least Adam is a poli-sci major. You
I
have
remember
nothing,
playing like
you-
fucking Black Ops 1, and I remember Nixon saying something like that.
You weren't
it
alive!
was
You weren't
JFK.
alive! What are you talking
Black Ops
about?
1 was JFK.
It's JFK, you retard.
Yeah, but it also had Nixon in it.
No, it didn't.
Oh, Dude, Tyson, I thought you were saying you were playing Black Ops 1 when you were a kid and you remember Nixon in real life saying that. I was like, the two didn't exist at the same time. What are you talking about? Oh my gosh. I thought, your speech where you're talking about, we choose to go to the moon. And then he's like, oh, wait, what's that rifle scope coming from the sewer? Oh, no. Oh,
Those
my
damn
gosh.
campers.
But I did just remind myself about something when I brought up Powell. I got some things to say because Back in my day, it was all about Bernanke. Janet Yellen was a lame duck Federal Reserve chairwoman. She really didn't do anything. Alan Greenspan was kind of a rock star, but Jerome Powell, I gotta say, I think he's doing a great job as a Federal Reserve chairman. People seem to not think so, but he says the right things and he calms the market down in just the right ways. And he is hiring interest rates in a, I don't know, in sort of a minute way that makes it not have a grand effect on the market. Maybe I'm completely off, but Tyson,
he's getting really cocky. That's all I'm going to say. Like, I think he made a statement saying, it's impossible for the American economy to like experience depression.
It
or
literally
something
can't
like
go
that.
tits up, lol.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So I'm like,
if we
about
start enough
depression.
wars and fire up the military-industrial complex, of course we won't go into recession. No, it's fine, guys. Don't worry about it. We'll just be more warmongers and blow up people. It's fun.
Well, if that's what keeps the dollar going, then yeah, we might have to do it. He's just saying he's getting cocky. He's like Adam. He's like, raise these nuts or something.
Yeah, it's like my USD stays super cozy.
But I think he kind of handled the Trump administration with grace, and now he's moving the Biden administration where he really doesn't have
No,
too much
wasn't he
to worry
snubbing
about.
Trump the entire time?
Yeah, he wasn't afraid to stand up to him, or there were points where Trump did agree with Powell.
Are you saying
and then-
Trump cringe?
I'm not saying Trump cringe. I'm saying as long as you agree and worship the ground Trump walks on, he likes you. But then the second you disagree with him, he publicly castigates you. And him and Powell were on the same page for a while. But then I think Powell lowered rates too early or might have raised them too early. I forget which one he did. And then Trump got really angry. And I did appreciate that Trump called him out because it's very rare for a president to call out a Federal Reserve chairman. So it was exciting to see that dialogue. But Powell stayed strong in what he was exercising through the reserve. And, you know, I think that was a booming time. Trump's presidency was a booming time. And I think part of that was because Powell was handling things pretty well at the reserve. So
Business was booming.
You guys want to hear a joke?
I don't know. It sounds
I
like
don't
a
think
trap.
so.
What
But
do you
go
get
ahead,
when
go
you
ahead.
cross a mentally ill, mentally ill trader?
Have you seen
But a
that
market that fucking hates him.
Don't you fucking
deserve.
What I will say is it reminded me of when Romney was running for president, and there's this great clip where
Back in my day in 2012, where Romney
Yeah.
was the nominee.
it was back in the day where Romney was addressing a crowd, and his vice presidential candidate was Ryan. And Romney was like talking, and everyone started cheering for Paul Ryan. They're like, Ryan.
Let's go,
Ryan."
Brandon.
Yeah.
Let's go, Brandon.
Yeah, and Romney was like, no, not Ryan, Romney Ryan. And he was like trying to tell the crowd to cheer his name too. And they
BTFO.
wouldn't do it. They all liked his vice president more, who was also insufferable himself. People were saying that the video was, you just couldn't really hear it properly, but I choose to look at it that way. It was a pretty funny news story at the time.
All right, what the fuck happened with Romney's like binder shit? Like, I never understood that drama.
Binders full of women.
Yeah, what was that about?
Wait, what?
During a debate where for basically what happened was Romney just swept Obama at the first debate. Then the latter two, Obama kind of like honed in on what he needed to say and took care of business. But on one of the debates, they were accusing Romney of being sexist, which if you're just a white Republican running for president, they'll just go through their Rolodex and be
they
like,
just try to
he's
get you on
racist,
anything.
he's
Yeah, yeah.
sexist, he's a classist, or whatever. So they were onto the sexist one, and Romney's like, that's not true. I have a binder full of women that I have hired in my company. So now the meme became like Romney binders full of women, and they would make it like a rap cover where he had like gold teeth and everything.
How was it offensive though? Like, is a binder
How is
like
half the
offensive?
shit the news says is offensive? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They'll find anything. He was saying he would cancel some programs on PBS to save government money, and they translated that into he wants to cancel Big Bird and take Big Bird off the air. It was the dumbest shit you'll ever see.
Big Bird is a.
Yeah, the Laugh Factory. Mitt Romney at the Laugh Factory. Get him out! Get him out! He's a Sesame Street character. Get him out!
Romney featuring Kramer.
Yeah.
I will
Oh
say
my
though,
God.
if Romney got in power and he took off Bill Nye from PBS, that would be pretty good.
That would have saved people a lot of trouble. But
yeah.
but
Like,
okay.
replace Bill Nye with Sam Hyde, and the world's a better place.
Yeah.
All right, I don't know about that, but
Wait, did
I
you
don't know
see
who
that?
is.
But did you see that iDub Sam Hyde video? Where
Yeah,
like
that was
iDubbbz, yeah, where like he's not sure if it was a bit the entire time, and it's like so fucking like weird and esoteric.
Well, that sounds a little meta. How do you trick iDubbbz into thinking?
Because yeah,
something's not real?
you should watch it. It's really funny. Like
So
pretty much,
Sam Hyde like hired this girl to be his girlfriend, hired this group of guys to like pretend to be his team.
Yeah,
and
like security guard.
they had like a crypto division in their fake team, and it was just like one fat guy going like, yeah, I think like Ripple's like the future and like all that shit.
and
Are
then, like,
you serious?
yeah, and they have like an
Yeah, yeah.
in-house rapper that just like drops random bars at random points in the day, and it's like, oh, this is DEFCON level red, like we're at a high security threat. Lock the door, and he has this big buff security guy just like go put a chain across the door for like no fucking reason. It's like one of the most stupid things
All right,
possible.
that's pretty funny, but I have
Yeah.
a really hard time believing a wily veteran like iDubbbz got
No,
tricked by
because, like,
literally
I'm-
anything.
You like watch it and
Dude,
you'll
Sam Hyde
understand.
mogs iDubbbz.
Yeah,
Like
Sam Hyde,
Sam-
like,
Sam's
his
like
power
fucking
level is
6'5".
off the charts. And then
Mm-hmm.
he goes and boxes with iDubbbz and punches him so hard he like doubles over.
yeah.
Jesus, Christopher, I'll have to check this out. That's a little ridiculous.
It's really funny. And then he rolls up
Um,
to each phase of the interview in different cars.
That's pretty funny. I don't know if I'm misremembering this, but even when in our small audience, I just want to see if anyone can find this link. During the Romney presidential run, there was a rap song on YouTube that my friend found that I could never find again. And the lyrics were, "She suck good dick even if it's a bit sloppy, put a smile on her face like Mitt Romney." And there's a picture of
Yeah,
like
what
Mitt
the
Romney's.
fuck?
Dude, the line
Base?
was sick. The whole song was sick. But it literally only had like 10,000 views on YouTube or lower. But it was one of the sickest rap songs I've ever heard in my life. So if anyone knows where that went, please let me know. I'm desperate. I'm really desperate. It's a funny song. Every year it like pops up in my head. And by the way, Romney's angling to run again. You can totally tell by the way he's
No.
voting and the way.
They
Oh,
would never
he's
accept him after Trump.
I think he thinks he views himself as the great uniter. I think he views himself as the great uniter, and there's a lot of disenfranchised.
God, I'm gonna personally fly to America and vote for the Democrat if he ever does that.
Yeah, so if anyone can find that YouTube video of rhyming Mitt Romney with getting a blowjob, please let me know. But, moving to things completely related, maybe I can get that done to me in the metaverse. And I was hanging out
Get
with a buddy
some
today.
VR honeys.
Yeah, some VR Mitt Romneys, female Mitt Romneys or something. That would be pretty interesting. Actually, his wife is kind of cute, but that was a while ago. She might have fallen off.
Is she? Let me see.
Does he have daughters? Maybe that's something worth looking into. Forget I said that if they're young. But
Oh my god!
I was talking to my
Have it
buddy.
both ways.
I was talking to my buddy, and he just got an Oculus, and it kind of reminded me of something I saw while I was in the gym on the news. It appears that the metaverse,
oh no,
as
Mitt Romney
we know
has all sons.
it,
It's over.
No, oh no! What
that's
was
a
his
big loss.
What's his
His name? That's a big loss. That's a big loss. Okay. But yeah, what I was watching was basically saying, and this had to do with Facebook stock tanking as well. I think it's because people don't have a clear idea of what the metaverse is, nor do I at this point. But it was trying to say, for all intents and purposes, that the metaverse as we know it from the Facebook perspective is basically dead. No one wants to do it. So do you guys think it seems like it's just a hodgepodge of just NFTs or whatever else?
Honestly,
Nah.
Meta-
I've actually come around to the metaverse. The more I look at it, the more I see it as something that's like inevitable. Like with the rate of like how much time people are spending online, I think the reality where there's a massive virtual world that people spend the majority of their free time in, it's going to be something that's inevitable in the future.
All you're
No, but,
literally,
like, I
all
feel
you're
like-
really doing is turning social medias and little platforms like Discord into a video game, like a big video game lobby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
That's
imagine
all
like
you're
Ready Player
doing.
One. That I can so imagine like the populace
Nah.
subscribing to something like Ready Player One. You know?
Well, I feel as if Facebook is like that meme of Steve Buscemi rocking up with like the backwards baseball cap, and like and a skateboard, being like, "What's up, fellow kids? Like, let me make the metaverse." Like,
Yeah.
it's like fuck off.
The problem is technology hasn't caught up with it. In order for a metaverse to work, especially for like non-video game people,
Video game people.
non-video game
There's a
people,
lot of video game people.
non-gamers, I guess. It would have to be a lot more immersive, and I have a feeling that fucking meme Elon Musk's Neuralink is going to have something to do with that to kind of make things a bit more.
Well, what about
I
those
kinda
like haptic suits?
I see Facebook as like as
Haptic
fucking
suit,
like
that's all a
Netscape.
meme. I mean, Adam, can you really imagine people like
Happy
a normal
suits?
person?
What is this? Club Penguin? What is
Haptic
happy?
suits. Haptic
What
suits.
are those? You wear a whole suit? Is that
Yes.
what-
Yeah, and like
So you
it like
can
simulates
feel stuff.
feeling.
Yeah, do you really think a
I would
normal
love to
person's going to
feel.
do all that shit? No. What's more likely is Elon Musk is going to have everyone put in a Neuralink chip, and like everything's going to be fed directly into your.
Yeah, I'm not putting a
system,
fucking
yeah.
chip in my
spine.
brain, dog. Not a chance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I'm
say
not-
that
You-
now.
You of
People
all people
would.
probably would. You'd be the first one to
Yeah,
do
you'd
it.
be
I
like,
would.
what? I could go to an EDM concert without going anywhere. Why don't you
Yeah,
inject
yeah.
it into my
Fuck off.
asshole?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There are,
Like, chip these nuts, cunt.
and then
Yeah,
they
that's
do.
your that's your rebuttal for like having a chip.
Yeah.
No, but really, you guys should view Facebook Metaverse as like fucking Netscape or like Internet Explorer 1, right? Like it's the first wave.
Good
It might
point,
look
good
shit,
point.
but like down the line, people absolutely will like get sucked into these fucking virtual worlds.
I think so. It's just interesting because, you know, a lot of the derogatory comments towards it were something along the lines of, so they invented EverQuest again or something, or what's the RuneScape? So it's basically RuneScape except on Facebook or something. Because when you look at the graphics, they are terrible, and it is kind of the same concepts. It just seems like it's recycling World of Warcraft, and I understand the discussion around it has been beaten to death of whether the metaverse is actually palatable, but I just mean from the perspective of the company of Facebook. I have no doubt that things like Decentraland, maybe like things in the same ballpark as Axie Infinity, or things that can meaningfully,
even PYR.
exactly, things that can meaningfully incorporate crypto into
Meaningfully.
some sort of graphic. Yes, use that word very carefully. Into a graphic interface makes sense. But you putting on Oculus to dive into Mark Zuckerberg's universe, I think he's just really the concept. I can see where his concept is coming from. He just might be way ahead of time. And I think it's kind of like what you're saying, Tyson, with Internet Explorer 1.0, or people just saying, why would I do this when I could just use a fax machine and send someone whatever I want? I could just use a fax machine. So it could be something related to that.
It's like where's the arrow pointing, you know, in regards to like this technology.
Exactly. I guess people are looking for the signpost because they're on the path, but they just don't know which direction to go in now. And that's kind of one of them is the right one. We're just trying a bunch of different ones, and this is Mark Zuckerberg's version. And then Elon Musk's Neuralink reminds me of this movie series that we all had to watch growing up as homeschooled, non-denominational Christians. It's called the Left Behind series, where they say we'll all be incorporated.
I thought you were going to say VeggieTales.
Well, that's also one of them, but VeggieTales was a lot less scary. VeggieTales was what you started on. Then you moved to Left Behind, okay? It's a lot of different steps here. And then you got to graduate. But in Left Behind, it's basically saying when the end times comes, we'll all be putting on these Oculus-type VR sets, and you'll be put in this world where the Antichrist says you have to deny Christ or, you know, be put to this guillotine, which will kill you in real life if you do it in the VR.
What the fuck?
Hey, you know what? This was made in like the 80s or 90s. Starting to get a little close. We're starting to get a little close. That's all I'm saying. Hey, just put in this Neuralink and get... It's like that stupid show Sword Art Online. It's kind of like that. Oh, wait, you guys... Never mind. You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
Yeah, I know it's sold out online. Yeah, I watched that
Okay.
shit.
Not Sword Art
Fuck,
Online.
it was like
No.
it was such
Sword
a
Art
thing a
Online
couple
is
years
gay.
ago.
Digimon
it was
is better.
huge.
I'm sorry, I have a life. I don't watch anime.
Tyson, shut up.
Shut
you talk
the
about
fuck up.
You literally get philosophical arguments from mainstream shonen anime. Shut the fuck up, Tyson.
You post
I hate
anime
you.
girls often in the chat, Tyson.
No, I post 3D girl. I post only one girl actually. And her name is
me
Laura
too.
Lux.
Oh,
Yeah, we
monogamy.
gotta get
Wow.
off that.
We know.
We
You want
know.
to get something off
We
your
know.
chest, Tyson? You want to get something off your chest there?
I would like to get something on her chest. That's for sure. Mano. Okay, just real quick though, a few things to jump down the Jacob's metaverse ladder. My main shill mega weapon. It's 100% Certic audit certified.
Mega weapon. I remember.
It has pumped 20% since I brought it up. It's about at 180 now. It's going to 10. It's going to $20. I don't fucking care. You guys can say whatever you want. The gameplay is
Not
sick.
financial advice.
This is purely financial advice. Come
No,
fucking
it's
sue me. I don't care.
Literally sounds like you're on like 15 Valium right now, Ari.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I am.
He's already nighttime edition. You know, he's very
Ari
whimsical.
after hours.
After hours. Yeah,
Oh.
good night, moon. But
I've
look,
just been. Never mind. Carry on.
okay, fair enough. Maybe we'll get into that.
So Ari,
Also-
how's your week been going so far?
I just landed in Frankfurt, Germany, and I just chilled Mega Weapon.
Je suis fatigué.
you are fat and gay. That is true.
Je suis fatigué.
Okay, all right. Real quick, just because I saw it brought up, and this guy's kind of a long stay. I won't say his name, but he's been memeing it recently. Are you guys in R&D or are we done with that?
I have a little bag still.
Oh man, you got a little baggie of everything. You just don't know when to get rid of this garbage. But I've seen some external evidence that he thinks it's going to pump soon. And if it's one of those things that's going to be good on the second go around, then he might have a point. So do you guys see a future for R&D or are we done here?
I
See
mean,
the chart.
let's pull up the numbers. Look at the data. Let's do a deep dive and circle back to this next week.
Yeah, it looks good for a small pump. To like maybe 350 around there. 370 ish.
Yeah. You know what has really been bothering me? Phantom fell to like number 40 on CoinMarketCap.
Oh, seriously?
Based.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is that about? I'm not happy about that. Why are AFAX and Solana in the top whatever, and Phantom is at
They're
number
real
40?
They're real chains, not fucking meme ghost chains that have rugs on them every 30 seconds. Oh, two with a two, bro.
I don't know if it was just me, but like I think the Phantom network was fucking down. I tried to do some shit with it, but I couldn't use it.
No, you know what happens to the Phantom network, because I've experienced it many, many times. When something rugs, let's say if Geist rugged, or Tomb with a 2 actually did rug. When this happens, it causes chain-wide reverberations that causes backups in the network. So sometimes when I was trading Tomb shit, they'd be like, what's the one? Wonderland or something. Rugged, and you literally, it took an hour, a little less than that, probably 10 to 50 minutes, which is an eternity by Phantom standards, to do anything, because the network was so clogged up, and everyone's like, why is Phantom taking so long? And it was because some random application you've never used on the Phantom network rugged, and it jammed up the whole system. So maybe it is a shitty network, but when it's working well. But just a quick update, Tyson. Me and my buddy from work, well, actually I left that job, but he's still my buddy. He was in Tomb with me as well, and we were looking at Tomb with the 2 the other day. One Tomb with the 2 is worth 0.2 Phantom. So that's
No.
0.2.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Jesus.
No. Actually, now I'm curious. I think, but the thing is, actual Tomb might have recovered its peg or be close to it. Yeah, 0.97. That's
I
pretty
can't believe I
good.
let you talk me into like buying that shit. God damn.
Dude, I made you tons of money. You got out at the right time.
No, I didn't. I lost money on that one.
No. Well, okay. I told you to get into T-shares when they were at around 7 or 10 grand. Then they went to 24 grand. How's that not a winning trade?
That was base. That was T-shirts though. That wasn't Tomb. I mean, Tomb with the 2.
Oh, 2 with a 2. Yeah, that was just a complete brain dead operation from me beginning to end. So
I remember like you go through like the 5 stages of grief with like all the different rugs that happen, and then like Harry, yay, and you're like, I fucking hate this man. Like I'm literally gonna throw a brick at him if I see him in the street.
Yep. And then I'm like, never mind, I'm fully invested in his vision.
Yeah.
Never mind, he's a visionary. Never mind.
Yeah, he came out on
Never mind, he's
Discord and
actually
said
a
a
scam
couple of
artist.
buzzwords.
Yep. I still got an airdrop that he said be coming any minute now of T-Bond.
Any second now.
Yep. Oh my goodness gracious. Hey, but I'm just gonna say, Tomb is at 0.97 peg. T-shares are only $3,000. If you never got in, now might kind of be a nice time to get in, but I left all the
No,
discourse and stuff
don't
like that.
do this
No?
to our listeners, Anon.
Okay, all right, fine. But I'm halfway thinking about it. I might just be dumb enough to do it.
I did one of those like crazy like rose yield farms called Tulip, and like it was like literally like 3,000% APR.
That's
And, like,
awesome.
I got so fucking stressed after a day. I just pulled my money out because I was just like, this shit's gonna rug any fucking second
Push
now.
your
Like,
things in it, man.
I got my
Yeah,
3,000
man.
rows and like left.
This be a push you in the heat, man.
So I'll tell you what.
Jamaican, you roadmap.
No, it's Creole, isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm a Jamaican
Okay.
guy, man.
I just
Man like Tyson, yeah.
Man, I drill like Tyson, eh?
what was that? I don't know what that one was at the end.
Yeah,
but
I was like,
I just wanted to
Oh,
say
boss
real
man, let
quick.
me get a strip burger, yeah. I can't.
Real quick, right quick,
them
boss
finna go to
man.
Nando's, yeah.
Hey, about those numbers,
What
about
numbers? What's his name? What's his name, Moya?
that project
What do
he
they
told
mean?
me to do, boss. You don't remember telling me to do that?
The big numbers. Big one man them.
I was just gonna say, Tulip is one of the best crypto logos I've ever seen in my entire life. It is the prettiest logo ever. I would look up all the price on our Discord with Alpha just to see its logo. It's a really cool logo. It's just, I don't know. It's Tulip, right?
Is it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
guess.
Someone
it's
used
legit
to be.
tulip, yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Let me. Whatever. It's not that important. But yeah, it's.
I'm gonna do a
That's
number
good
2
stuff.
on your lips.
Oh, tulip. Oh, funny.
That's not bad. That's not bad compared to some other stuff.
Oh,
I've
what
been hearing
about
getting
tulip
tossed
with a
around these-
2?
I don't know. That might be-
Oh no! Don't say that.
Tyson, you're ahead of the market, man. Hey, all you got to do is fork it. We got a few coders on our side. Fork it and forget it. So oh my gosh. Well, now that we've gotten a little bit of crypto going, and I'll get a little bit meta in honor of the metaverse. Now's usually the time on the back end where we tend to veer a little bit off course. And I've heard word on the street is that Tyson had an interesting week in the last week. So,
Want to talk us through that?
Tyson, I just landed in Frankfurt, Germany. Would you like to tell us how the week's been going?
So I had a
Yeah,
dream
tell
that really fucked me up at the start of this week. And it was, oh my God. So basically I was back in high school, and
That's
For
how
some
they
reason-
usually go, yeah.
for some reason I was just like back in my, I was in Japan for some reason, in a high school in Japan. And
Yeah, you're a Johnny, weren't you?
I met this girl in my class, and she was really
Tyson
beautiful.
Kuhn! Tyson Sama!
But she wasn't even Japanese though. She was like a Happa or some shit.
Okay.
Just like a girl that you would find in New Zealand.
No, it'd be like, never mind, just keep going.
And
Go
she
ahead,
was like
please.
fucking she was beautiful, right? She great sense of humor, like,
Yeah, high school girl,
beautiful
right?
girl.
Underage, yeah.
but I was high school age at the time as well.
Age of
And,
consent in Japan is 13 years old, so keep going, Tyson. You're fine.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
How do you know
fine.
that, Moya?
Someone told me today, ironically enough. I don't know why we got on the subject, but keep going, Tyson.
Moving
You're
on,
doing
moving on.
great.
So I asked her out, and then we started talking, and then we had like a relationship.
Oh my
And,
god.
dude, I fucking fell in love with her, dude. Like I remember like the dream felt like it lasted for like fucking years. Like I remember holding her hand and going to the grocery store and like buying like food with her and shit. And I'm like,
What did you buy?
So depressing. Keep
Yeah.
going.
and then like I remember like we were at this ramen shop, and for some reason Blanco was there, like I think on a double date or some shit.
I can just imagine him being like, "Oh, Tyson,
Yeah.
mate."
So we were like eating ramen, and then like I remember just thinking like, oh, I'm really glad I found someone like this in my life. And then I just fucking woke up.
Blanco.
And then Yeah, you mean our anonymous Discord member with the
pulls you
Pepe
right
avatar?
Yeah, pulls you right out of it.
Yeah. Well,
and then I tried to go back to sleep to go back to the dream, but as usual, it doesn't work, right?
Didn't go back.
So,
Take me back.
oh yeah,
dude, I was fucking like, I was shook over this. Like, I hadn't felt that way since like fucking high school. About like since my first girlfriend actually. So that fucked me up a lot.
You know.
So yeah,
What did you do after that, Tyson?
I kind of
We
went
got out
like
the tissues and used them for two different things.
no, I went to a strip club the next day to like take my mind off shit,
Oh.
and
How traditional is it?
I started simping for like some of the girls at the strip club. Like
That's like
oh,
the lowest tier of degeneracy.
Yeah,
dude, there's
it
this like one this blonde girl with like white lingerie. Dude, she looks like a fucking angel, dude. Fuck's sake.
Is that her stripper
She's
name
so
too?
beautiful, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, the one I had my tryst with was Athena, so she was great. You know what's interesting
It's
though?
an actual goddess name.
Well, that's what she was until I smacked her in the ass too hard. But what I will say is the thing I don't get about strip clubs though, Tyson, is I thought they walked out and they just show like they're wearing underwear and lingerie. Nowadays they walk out and it's just here's my vagina just in your face. Like
They've always
my
shown their
meat
pussy.
in your face. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I've
So
never
it's-
been to a strip club, so I don't know anything about this.
and you'll start going on bachelor parties or whatever they call them. Hold on. I'll let you go. But I feel like they give up way too much too quickly. They should be like, come to
No,
the
if-
back room
if
and I'll
they're-
show you
if
my
they're good-
vagina.
If they're good, they'll tease you for money and then they'll show it on stage.
Well, they don't make their money by people throwing ones and tens and 20s at them. They make their money by getting you in the back room and giving you lap dances. They
Yeah,
make
fleecing you for hundreds, right?
Yes, absolutely. That's how
Yeah.
I got fleeced myself. So.
All those two with the two gains vanished.
Yeah, oh, dude, yeah. So let me just pivot this into perspective. You ended up at a strip club to get over the angst of a fake relationship that you had in a dream that you woke up from.
Ah! This is horrible to listen to.
Is this a simulation? Is this, yeah. How do,
no, you
how do
need the
I wa-
metaverse, mate. We need the metaverse for
Yeah,
you.
we did. Okay, this is why we need the metaverse right now. Yes, I would like to escape. Is this a dream I can wake up from right now?
No,
Can
dude,
I
you
play
know what it is,
dice?
right? Dude, this dream fucked me up. I haven't felt this way since I was like in high school. Like I didn't realize, like I had a high school girlfriend and all that shit, and I didn't realize like what I was missing by just fucking being alone in my fucking house doing fucking shitty trades and. Man,
Oh my
I wish I
god,
could-
this is
Wow,
horrible.
this is a very
This is
external fourth wall commentary on what it's like to be a lonely day trader of crypto. I appreciate you for this. It's like that short story Bartleby, which no one knows about, so I don't know why I'm bringing it up. But I will tell you, Tyson, if you might be did you have like a young love when you were younger? Did you have like a more than 1 year long relationship when you were around 17 or 18?
16, yes, yeah.
Okay, so you at
That's for,
least
like, 2 years.
experienced. Okay, so you at least experienced young love. Because if you
Yeah.
didn't, then I would tell you to end it probably. But that's good that you did. That's good that you did. So, but maybe
But-
you're just trying to get back to that. I saw a young couple walking down Main Street today, just
Young
holding
love.
hands. Yep, they were 16 or 17, and I'm such an old man now that I just smile. I'm like, you guys enjoy it. That used to be me back in the day.
I just
walking
wish I
down the
appreciated
street
my
holding
time
hands.
with her
No.
when I was with her.
Yeah,
a lot
it was
more.
like
Feel like
yesterday.
shit. Just want her back.
Oh my
No, like
Yes.
yesterday, I saw a bunch of like I was at this party like making up against the wall, like these two people, and I was like, oh, that's so cute. Like,
That's not even cute. That's just disgusting.
That is
to
kind
look
of
at.
raunchy. That is kind of raunchy.
no, it was
Yeah.
fine. It was fine.
If you,
And
okay,
then
if you think about it, high school really is the perfect place to have a fucking relationship. You have no responsibilities. You've got class. Like you see each other like every day. It's such a perfect place.
That's
dude.
why everyone does it. Yeah.
It's not-
Yeah.
okay,
Everyone,
actually,
yeah.
I don't know if I can say. I don't know if I
Everyone,
can say
right?
that. Wait.
It'd be funny if you missed out, right, guys?
Dude. I remember you guys were there in the dream as well. Like we were hanging out, all
Oh
of
my
us and my
God.
girlfriend as well.
Oh my god.
Wait, we what with your girlfriend? We kissed her too?
Don't you dare sully her name, you monster.
What was her name?
Monster. Yeah, what's his name?
Yeah, what was your fictional girlfriend that has you broken up's name?
It was Evelyn.
Oh.
It's just a stripper name.
Was it not Laura?
Yeah,
was it not Laura?
That is the stripper. Yeah, it wasn't Laura. with
No,
the
there's actually
Lux at the
there's
end.
lots of Asian girls called Evelyn, actually.
A Japanese happy.
Yeah, well,
Evelyn.
it's like that. That's like their English name, right? Like, oh, my name's actually Wazingza, but I actually go by Evelyn. It's like a lot of Kevin.
Yeah,
a lot of Kevins.
when you hop in Uber and this Indian guy's like, "Hey, my name's like Douglas," and you're like,
Yeah.
"I know it's not Douglas. Just tell me your tell me your name."
Is Doug Kleshy Nasha? I can say that. I'm brown. I can say that.
I came all the way back around to taxi cab drivers because Uber driving is supposed to be some kind of gig economy secondary experience that you should participate in, like it's a fucking escape room challenge or something. Because when you get in a taxi now, it's just some guy who doesn't even speak English, and you just say one word, and that's it. You just say "go here," and that is it. I am starting to prefer that over Ubers, and they're starting to become more inexpensive than Ubers as well. So
Yeah, for some reason,
I'm
Ubers, they
team
always want to
cab.
strike up a conversation with you. Like, it's weird.
I just don't want that at all. And they think that you want to do that so you can feel at home. So I just start saying, don't talk to me before. Turn up the air conditioning, make it cold in your car, and don't talk to me, and we'll be good. And put on 92.
Yeah, dude. I hate it when they like force some like shitty conversation, and I'm like, dude, I don't want to talk to you about how just random shit. Like, oh yeah, I work the night shift, man. I'm like, sick. Great.
Oh, one time, wait, one time I was on mushrooms in a Uber, and I thought the guy was like trying to rape me and stuff.
Oh my god.
So I was tripping on the mushrooms. He dropped me off at this like train station where I was supposed to drive back to my house, right? And then like he was chilling there for like a minute or two, but like probably like collecting the next ride. And I thought, because I was tripping on mushrooms, I thought he was like there stalking me after he dropped me off. So I was like hiding behind the lamp pole, like peeking at him, like, what the fuck, dude? Is he trying to rape me or some shit, dude?
You know when you say that, it reminds me of like, you know those shy girls in anime that like hide behind a tree and they're like, oh my god, he saw me.
Tyson, you were probably so into it, you were leaning around the corner with like sticking your ass out.
So he's like blushing and stuff.
He'd be like, oh, it'd be a shame if you
Don't
caught me.
don't see me, Uber driver.
He's like, no one's home right now. Can you fix my plumbing?
I love that your store. We're supposed to just be okay with the fact he dropped you off, so you could drive just plastered on streams. I mean, I've had a 2-drink. I have a 2-drink minimum rule. If I'm in a major city, you can drink a little more than that, get away with it. But I'm not going to condone drunk driving, obviously.
Yeah, don't. That's how you fucking kill yourself and others.
Yeah. Well, that's a fair point. That's a very fair point. Also, Tyson, how's your drink list going?
Yeah, how's your fucking
So I've been going
journey?
hard.
Yeah.
Ever since my dream.
Yeah, we know you. Yeah, you got a blowjob, right?
What?
Get it?
Is that a drink?
That's a drink. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Is that like an Aussie thing?
Nah, it's like a drink.
No.
Do you go
I
to the
tried,
same bartender for all of them, so he knows you're trying all these different drinks? He,
Yeah,
like,
the
laughs
same
at
bar.
you.
So I tried a gin martini for the first time, which is fucking disgusting. I don't know how people have that shit, right? Like,
Gin's
dude,
gross.
I see all these fucking like old middle-aged women like ordering martinis like one after another, and I'm like, holy shit, how the fuck do you down this shit? It's like so strong. Like,
Well, they have nothing else to live for except the alcohol, so they just kind of.
yeah. I
They need
love gin and tonic though. Gin and tonic's so nice.
Gin and tonic's not bad, but yeah, there's something off about martinis that I can't get on board with. I don't know what it is. It just really, they're just too. I don't like they're the ones with the olives, right?
Yeah.
That's garnish, yeah.
I don't like that. There's just too much going on there. It really routes me the wrong way. So, but we'll have to get together, and I can just spin us a few drinks around the table. So see if
Dude,
he's
the
got
worst drink
chops
I've ever
for it.
tried is a fucking Bloody Mary. How do people have that stuff?
Shut the fuck up! I'll fucking kill you in your sleep.
It's not even a cocktail. It's a fucking soup, dude.
It's literally the best hangover drink / the best morning drink you can ever have in your life. It is God's gift to the earth. Bloody Mary. You've never had a good spicy Bloody Mary. Whoever this fucking guy is at this bar making you these drinks, he's probably a bum. He's probably not making good drinks. Also, you're probably asking for a Bloody Mary at 6 p.m., which is pathetic.
No, it was like 11 p.m.
Okay, well, that's just really, that's not when you're supposed to have. You're supposed to have a Bloody Mary with a brunch or a breakfast at 10 or 11 in the morning. That's the way that it's done. So have them at the right time of day and then come back to me.
Yeah, with your
spaghetti Bloody Mary with spaghetti. I thought you were implying that like a Bloody Mary's like vodka and tomato juice and you put spaghetti in it. Just a full drink.
Jesus.
I don't know. That sounds like some disgusting garbage Tyson would be into. So
No, I have standards.
God.
yeah, I had some. Yeah. I had some Ethiopian food last night. It's didn't agree with me too well, and I'm still trying to figure out what
Wait,
exactly
Ethiopians have food?
I know. It's a big deal. It barely is, but I'm not sure what to make of it. But it was good. I mean, I've been there a million times, but it was kind of hitting different last night. It was basically steak tartare with injera, which is their version of naan, and it goes right through you. So I'm not sure. I guess they work with what they got over there before they make mud cakes or whatever they do. So where is Ethiopia?
It's in Africa on the east side, on top right.
Really?
Uh-huh.
You know, it took me a while to realize that South Africa is a country. I thought it was just the south of Africa.
Oh my god. Oh
Jesus
my
Christ,
god.
dude.
Oh, I swear, Ethiopia. Okay, Ethiopians are a lot more sophisticated than fucking mud cakes. Come on.
Okay, I mean they will have like mud muffins sometimes, but it's a.
Wait, is that? Are you guys serious? Is that like an actual thing? Mud cake?
Yeah.
Mud muffins? Really?
It is in
So during the famines in Africa, they would make, when there was like no food, they would make mud cakes to like satiate their hunger for a couple hours before the hunger kicked
What's
back
it made
in.
of?
Mud.
Mud.
No, there's no way.
Yeah. There's also some of them would eat tree bark as well when the famine got really bad.
That's fine. That's not so bad.
tree bark. I think I could see there being nutrients in tree
in
bark.
Ireland, they literally ate grass.
Okay,
Yeah,
I googled mud cake on images and it looks delicious, and I don't think it's what you're talking about.
Oh, chocolate mud cake. Chocolate mud cake's fucking awesome.
Ew, really?
Yeah,
No, unless it's with ice cream, it's not nice.
it's great.
Wait,
Delicacy
have you guys
made
had
with
mud
mud.
cake before? Oh, you don't
Yeah.
mean literal mud?
Yeah,
though.
not literal fucking mud
Okay,
cake.
I'm talking about literal mud cake. I think they had that in Africa for a time. So
How
just
can
kind of-
you? What?
yeah.
I think the fucking Soviets were eating the Ukrainians were eating their own kids when the famines were happening back then.
Are you serious? Or
Yeah. They had to like make a sign in the like a public PSA saying it's bad
Don't
to
eat
eat your own
people.
kids.
is this real?
Yeah, the Ukrainians. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, jeez! And people get on
Ukrainians?
Chinese people cases for eating dogs.
I know,
Wait, what
right?
famine was that? The problem is, you know what? I hate that I'm saying this right now because I do think, I mean, as a Westerner, it's taboo to even say things like this. But I get eating dogs. People eat different things in different countries or whatever. But why do they have to put them in cages and torture them and shit before they eat them? I guess that's what we do with cows and everything here. But it just, I always see videos of them skinning dogs alive and stuff. It just, I don't know. I'm not. I
Well,
think that's,
to be fair, the eating dog bit, that's like a part of a festival that one specific town in China does.
Really?
Like once a year. And like the majority of
Oh,
dog
I
eating
know what
goes
this
in that
is.
town.
It's in if you want to see.
Chinese New
Yeah.
Year.
If you go to like fucking Beijing or Shanghai, they're not going to have that shit.
Really? I
Yeah.
what about
It's
the
located in Yulin, Guangxi. Do you know? There's a song I know off the top of my head. I can't remember how it.
We
It goes like.
love eating dogs.
No. It's like if you want to eat some dog, I have good news. There's an annual dog festival, and you can eat all the dog you want. And it's located in Yulin something. Guangxi,
No, are
China.
you serious right now?
I just want to let you know.
some of
I'm
the-
just trying to be a bro.
Some of the Pacific Islanders in living in New Zealand, they got caught by the police by eating horses. Like they would factory farm horses and eat them.
There
Yeah,
was
but
a
that's
there was a
fine.
scandal in the UK where horse meat was found
Yeah.
instead of Like,
I'm
like,
pretty sure we have horse meat
testicles.
over here. I mean, we eat ostriches and stuff.
No, I mean like so in the UK, right? There was a Tesco scandal where
Tesco's.
the lasagna beef, like the beef lasagnas, had horse meat instead of cow.
That was a thing here with our sausage rolls, where they had possum in the sausage rolls as opposed to like beef.
Possum.
Yeah, that was like a
Ew,
full on
Ew.
thing.
fuck. That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah. Like,
Possums are very ratty. Yeah. That's
no,
very
it might
gross.
not. It might have been the meat pie, not the sausage roll. But there's a full fucking thing where like they put possum instead of like pork and beef and stuff.
Damn. Oh yeah, I just
Damn.
remembered when I was in high school, I used to hang out exclusively like near the basketball court around some people. So
Of course.
those
you
people
did.
didn't usually bring lunch, so they would always like anytime someone opened the lunchbox, they'd be like, "Oh, can I have a piece?"
What
And I would always
basketball
say,
Americans?
and I would always say like, my sandwich was made from horse meat to like get them to not ask me for my lunch.
That reminds me when I was lifeguarding and I would tell the guys there was a skeleton with an electric eel around it so they couldn't go under the dock and it would kill them. So that's good. That's good strategies
I found
there.
the song, by the way. If you check the thing.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm just going to listen to it right now. Is that what I'm going to do?
Oh, it's by
Yeah.
Joji.
Yeah, Joji. Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I miss Filthy Frank. Please, just one more video. Come on.
Oh, dog festival directions. If you
Yeah.
want to eat some dog,
Dog,
I have good news.
Yeah.
There's an
I can't believe this is
annual
kinda
dog festival.
You can eat all the dog,
Dog
you
you
want.
want. It starts on the 31st. Something June.
Yeah.
But wasn't all that stuff around Wuhan? Wasn't that all of a wet mart where they had dogs and bats and all that
Wuhan
stuff?
flu.
They had
Or
no
is that-
dogs, but I think they had a couple.
They're like snakes and shit.
Yeah, snakes and shit.
Armadillos.
You know something cool I learned about bats? There's like some theory out there that proposes that bats are actually flying primates.
That's terrifying. That makes them really scary.
Wait, do
That's
bats not
fucking
lay eggs?
sick, though.
Do they not have eggs?
Mm,
I don't know the details, but like something about like their evolution or something, or like some shit. They look if you look at them closely, they actually kind of resemble lemurs,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
are primates. Yeah.
I mean, we used to have bats in our backyard. They're pretty cool. They're pretty cool.
Oh
But,
no, dude, I fucking hate bats. Holy shit, they scare the shit out of me.
They're kind of cool. But all right. Well, I don't think bats are that bad, but I'll defer to the Dark Knight of the Pink Boys, Tyson. Tyson, you got any closing words for us?
Zcash, AVAX, and KDA are my picks. So
Amen.
as long as they hold structure, they should be okay. But if Bitcoin starts projecting back below into range, below 42K, below 41K around there, probably a good time to exit.
Well, that was a very lengthy but infographic closing argument, so I appreciate that. You got anything?
Yeah, great, insightful.
Yes, thank you. Adam, how about you?
I am so disconnected from the markets at the moment because it's just like crabbing between like 38k and 42k for like the last few
Well, it
weeks.
doesn't have to be crypto related, just anything. I'm an ugly Australian man.
Well, just watch this space for some happenings. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. And
Some
For
of
me?
you guys are all right.
Yeah.
yep. And oh wow, you got a special project, Adam, that's doing really well that you and Tyson are working on?
Oh yeah, that's not the no. Let's move on.
Okay. All right. From Frankfurt, Germany, from my family to yours, Guten Tag, everyone.
Guten Tag.